Here we got the induction system I'm going to use on this 500 horse 357 build fucking with. Just carburetor, that's Old Faithful there. That fucking thing always does what it's supposed to. Good for firing up a new engine. Not have to worry about washing the fucking cylinders down with fuel or some shit from a fresh unknown carb. So this fucker's already dialed in. Been dialed in for years. What this was, and what it is, it's an old 750 Holley vacuum secondary, but it was a 4150 type. It had a rear metering block instead of that plate. It wasn't the 3310. It was more of a like a 780 vacuum secondary off old muscle car era Chevy engines, but it was a replacement for one of them. I don't remember what the list number was on it, but it's a pretty old fucking carburetor from the 70s. But all that's left of it now is the bowls. It's got that old Holley sticker they put on them back in the 70s. This is a Proform main body. I think it flows about 830 CFM. Then I got this CCS adjustable vacuum secondary. Screw right there. So you can play with it and get it to where the secondaries come in fast or slow or anywhere in between. Dial it in. I think that's an older AED base plate. It's got 80 jets in the rear, 72s in the front. Jet extensions and shit in the back. It's a pretty good carburetor. And sitting on top of a Victor Jr. Edelbrock. These are known to be a good piece. This is an old one. This is 79, maybe 1980, but it's the first generation of the Victor Jr. It's got the big letters and shit. Oh, Eric Weingartner done a few videos comparing some intakes and shit on a small block that he was fucking with. And in initial form, I believe he had some AFR Enforcer Dart Pro 1 type heads on it, a big cam, and I don't know how many fucking intakes he put on it, but it was a bunch. And of all them fucking intakes, this old style Victor Jr. here made the most power on that particular engine, which was kind of surprising because, you know, he had Super Victor 2s and Brodix intakes and trick flows and all the latest AFR intakes and shit. And this old ass fucking Victor Jr. from 40 plus years ago stomped all of them's ass. So I found that to be curious. So I had this hanging on the wall. made me want to use it. It's stock other port match to a 1206. I think it's got a little blending in the plenum too, but it ain't hogged out or nothing. And then I got it on a 2-inch spacer. Gonna use this big fat ass Moroso thermostat housing. Old school shit. But I'm gonna get the engine running with this carb. Whether or not it stays on there will remain to be seen. I have a bunch of Holleys in stock, so, but I know this fucker, you can fire it right up and it works perfect every time, so it's gonna be the initial carburetor. I got a 950 HP. I'm probably gonna try on it after I get the engine broke in and shit. But old Victor Jr.'s, they're pretty damn good intakes. So I'm gonna throw this one on a fresh build and see how it acts. I use these BPE Pro 1 clones, blueprint, 200cc runner. Got a little bit of work done to them. They're bowl ported and shit. Got good valves and springs, and all the hardware is top notch. I'm gonna give the old Vic Jr. a shot. If I don't like it, I still got a few others to choose between. There you go. There's your classic 1979 Victor Jr. and a 750 Holley vacuum secondary.